There's a free drug that cuts your risk of early death dramatically. Most people don't even know about it, and they don't take it. There was a large study done by the Journal of American Medical Association, during which two groups of people were compared to each other, and the group that was taking 8,000 steps a day roughly had half the risk of dying early than those taking 4,000 steps. That's a big number. That's 1 out of every 2 people. If you're standing in a room and there's 10 people and 5 of those people take 4,000 steps a day and the other 5 take 10,000 steps a day, statistically those 5 people will die earlier by the other ones. My name is Jose Mina Jaffe. I'm 38 years old. I got 3 kids. I'm a business owner. I walk every single day in the mornings. This is my number 1 priority. I practice what I preach. I walk about 2.6 miles a day. So by 7 o'clock, I've already got about 5,000 steps in. I started doing this last year in July, and it's dramatically had a change in my life. When you walk every single day, first of all, if you are trying to discipline yourself, if you're trying to live a more structured life, if you're trying to stack on better habits like exercise, like healthy eating, like reading, like meditating, all these things that we hear about that they have a lot of positive benefits, but you don't know where to start, this is the easiest thing. This is the best thing. You can walk outdoors. It's amazing. You get sunlight, you get fresh air, you hear birds, you see squirrels. It's amazing. If you live in an area where there's just not, much of an area for you to walk, or it's not safe or whatever the reason may be, buy a walking pad. I think they're like around $100 or $150. I even get a used one for cheaper. And walk in your house. And if you can't really afford a walking pad, just walk in your own house. Even if your house is like less than 500 square feet, just walk up and down the room 1,000 times. However many times you need to go up and down. If you have a watch, it will track it for you. If you have a phone, most smartphones these days have a fitness app that will track your steps. If you don't have that, count the steps. See how many times you have to go to reach 4,000, 5,000 steps. Wake up in the morning and do it. So you get to walk by yourself. You get to kind of go through your own thoughts. You get to plan out your day. You get to review yesterday. You can kind of work through all the issues and all the, the anxieties and all the problems and the worries that you have in your head. By yourself is the best time. And just something about the rhythm of walking, your body moving, and your eyes scanning left and right. I think Dr. Huberman, he talks about too on his podcast that when you walk in the morning and you get sunlight and the way your face is scanning, your eyes are scanning for your brain, it kind of wakes you up and puts you in a really good state. So, research that part too. But all I know is personally, I've been doing this for about 11 months now, and it's changed my life dramatically. It's brought all my health stats from stroke level to optimal level. And I think I've said this before in my videos, but I'll say it again because it's really important. My triglycerides dropped from 367 to the 60s. I think it was even 57 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, my good cholesterol went from 29 to 45, which is huge. My AC1, like the overall average of my sugar, my glucose, went from 5.9, which is pre-diabetic, to 5, which is good. And so on and so forth. My cholesterol dropped down dramatically. I don't remember the numbers. So all that was achieved mainly by walking. Yeah, because I did my test in October. I started my walks in July, and I had just gone to the hospital actually to get blood work done like around January, 6 months before. And that was the only thing that really I had changed that could be a contributing factor to me bringing my results down so low. And after 3.5 to 4 months, when I did my test, my physical in October, that's when my health test came down to such a great level. And, I felt really good. I had lost a lot of weight. I had maintained this weight that I had lost. And I was feeling good. No indigestion, no bloating. A lot of my problems went away. And that's just the basics of the physicals of walking. You get so many more mental power. You get to kind of meditate while you walk. You get to think. If you like to, maybe read something that, interests you, you can also do that. I really recommend you to spend some alone time. These 50 minutes in the morning, 45, 50 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending if I'm doing push-ups on the way up or if I'm running. I alternate. One day I run up the hill, and the other day I do 4 sets of push-ups. The first half for me, that's what I do. The second half, when I come down, I record my vlogs, my video logs, and I record the self-tune videos. And I also read some Quran, and I listen to some Quran, and that's about it. So I really recommend you to walk if you haven't ever tried it. Try it. Try it for 30 days. These are great habits to start. But you know what? If you haven't, if you're not really active, if you're someone who's like in the 3,000 steps a day or the, sub 3,000 steps a day, you have to really, like, your risk of dying at an early age is double somebody who takes at least 8,000 steps. And I don't want to brag or anything. I take 16,000 steps a day. My average daily step count, I'll put it here on the screen, is 16,000 steps a day. And I do this intentionally with this morning walk, which is, like I said, about an hour. Whenever we go somewhere and we have to park, I try to park a little bit farther. Before, we used to fight over to get to the fastest part, the closest parking spot. Now I choose the longest parking spot, or like somewhere halfway through the parking lot, just so I get my extra steps in. It's why? Because I want to get my steps in. I want to stay active. The more you move, the more active you are, the better you feel. It's got a really crazy relationship, right? The more you move and active you are, the better you feel. So, you're trying to lose weight, it's beautiful. If you're trying to get more grounded and get more stability in your life in the mornings, it's amazing. It's great. If you're trying to get better tan, better complexion, get your vitamin D, get some sunlight, it's amazing. If you need time to reflect and think and plan, if you're going through something at work where you need an extra time in the morning by yourself, you have to plan it, go ahead and do it. If you want to listen to a podcast, if there's a book that you've been meaning to listen to for a long time, this is a great time to do it. There's so many things that you can double stack on top of each other in these walks that are just more and more reason for you to do it. So it's free. It doesn't require anything. The return on it is nothing compares to it. No gadget, no biohack, no program, no shot, nothing. This will keep you younger, healthier, in a better mood for the rest of your life. And it's the greatest way, it's the easiest way for you to start building a disciplined life. If you're currently struggling with following through with your own words, and if you're struggling with maintaining an action for a long amount of time for you to see the benefits, or abstaining from that action, this is the best thing that you can start doing to train your mind to come up with a rhythm, right? To get yourself in that habit. And once you can do this for 30 days and you see the benefits, you unlock a superpower in your head that you can achieve, and you can do anything you want as long as you put your mind to it. And you start to believe that, hey, if I say something, and if I come up with a plan and make a decision to do it, and I actually do it, and I receive and I get the benefits and the rewards, I have that power in me. I've had it in me all along. You've had it in you all along. So it's just a matter of you deciding if you want whatever it is you really want, if you really want it or not. All right? If you really want it, you get up, make a plan, and make a change. Anyway, I believe in you. You can do it. Self-love, self-tone, self-respect.